If you're a man over 60 who's been told to eat certain healthy foods to live longer, pause and pay attention. Those foods sitting in your kitchen right now might be the very reason you won't see your 85th birthday. Here's what most men don't realize. It's not just genetics or bad luck that's cutting lives short at 82, leaving families devastated and dreams unfulfilled. You're eating what everyone, your doctor, nutritionist, even government guidelines, said would help you live longer. Not realizing these so-called health foods are quietly accelerating your aging process and systematically shortening your lifespan. I'm Dr. Benjamin Walsh, certified geriatrician and longevity specialist with over 3 decades of clinical experience. For 30 years, I've been studying the critical question that haunts every aging man. Why do some men thrive with remarkable vitality into their 90s, while others begin rapid decline immediately after 80? The answer always comes back to food choices. What I've witnessed in my practice again and again is absolutely shocking, and it breaks my heart every time. I'll never forget 79-year-old Arthur, a retired engineer who came to me completely bewildered. "Doc," he said with genuine frustration, "I eat exactly what my nutritionist recommended: whole grains, low-fat spreads, diet drinks, high-fiber cereals. I follow every guideline perfectly. But I feel like I'm aging in fast forward while my neighbor who eats steak and potatoes seems younger than me." Arthur's story isn't unique. It's the tragic reality for millions of men who are unknowingly consuming what I call stealth aging accelerators. What if I told you that certain foods marketed as longevity superfoods are actually loaded with hidden compounds that accelerate cellular aging, promote organ failure, and trigger the exact biological processes that cut lives short? Even worse, these foods are actively promoted by mainstream medicine as life-extending nutritional powerhouses, creating a deadly contradiction between intention and reality. Here's what I've discovered over 3 decades of clinical practice and longevity research. The secret to living past 90 with vitality, strength, and mental clarity isn't found in expensive medications, complicated supplements, or invasive medical procedures. It's in your kitchen. More specifically, it's in avoiding the wrong foods and embracing the right ones. The science is crystal clear, and the results I've seen in thousands of patients are undeniable. Your daily food choices are either extending your healthy lifespan or systematically destroying it, one meal at a time. In this comprehensive video, I'll reveal the 3 specific foods that are secretly shortening your lifespan, foods you probably ate this week, and 3 powerful longevity extending foods that can add healthy, vibrant years to your life starting immediately, not months from now. Stay with me because I'm going to expose one particular food that 90% of elderly people eat daily, thinking it's protecting their health, completely unaware that it's accelerating their biological aging process and stealing precious years from their lives. Before we dive into these potentially life-changing truths about foods that are silently shortening your lifespan, I need you to do something important. Hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell. This isn't just another health channel. This is specifically designed to help men over 60 not just live longer, but thrive with genuine vitality, sexual health, and mental sharpness well into their 90s and beyond. The information I'm about to share could literally add years to your life and life to your years. Don't let this get buried in your YouTube feed where you might never find it again. Here's how you can help me create even better content. If you find this longevity information helpful and eye-opening, type the number 1 in the comments below. Thomas continued with genuine confusion and frustration. "My energy crashes every afternoon like I hit a wall. My blood sugar readings are all over the place even though I'm not eating sweets. And here's the thing that really bothers me. I actually look older than my 79-year-old brother who eats bacon and eggs every morning. How is that possible?" The testing results told the devastating story. Thomas's inflammatory markers were through the roof, levels I typically see in patients with active autoimmune diseases. His insulin resistance was severe, indicating his body was struggling to process basic nutrients. Most shocking of all, his cellular age testing revealed he was aging 18 months for every calendar year that passed. Thomas wasn't just getting older. The healthy breakfast cereal he'd been consuming faithfully for 15 years was systematically destroying his longevity from the inside out. accelerating his aging process and stealing years from his life. Here's the scientific reality that will shock you. Most breakfast cereals marketed specifically to seniors and health-conscious adults are nutritional disasters disguised as health foods. They're loaded with hidden sugars, inflammatory seed oils, and synthetic vitamins that create a perfect storm of accelerated aging in your body. These cereals cause massive blood sugar spikes that trigger chronic inflammation. And chronic inflammation is the root cause of premature aging and early death. When your blood sugar spikes dramatically every morning, it forces your pancreas to work overtime, leading to insulin resistance and metabolic dysfunction that accumulates over decades. But here's where it gets worse. Chronic insulin elevation accelerates cellular aging through a process called glycation, where sugar molecules literally bind to proteins throughout your body and damage cellular structures. It's like your cells are being caramelized from the inside out, aging faster than they should. The synthetic vitamins added to fortify these cereals are poorly absorbed by your body and can actually create oxidative stress rather than providing benefits. Your body doesn't recognize these artificial compounds, and they can interfere with the absorption of real nutrients from other foods. The inflammatory seed oils used in cereal processing generate free radicals that damage your DNA and accelerate telomere shortening, literally aging you at the cellular level. Every bowl is essentially a cellular aging bomb that compounds its damage over time. For men over 60, whose metabolism is already naturally slowing down, processed breakfast cereals create a daily assault on longevity that becomes more devastating with each passing year. Each morning, bowl is aging you faster while providing virtually no nutritional value that supports healthy longevity. The sexual health consequences are devastating and often the first sign men notice. The metabolic damage from processed cereals destroys not just longevity, but quality of life in your remaining years. The insulin resistance leads to poor circulation throughout your body, directly affecting erectile function and overall energy levels. The chronic inflammation from daily cereal consumption accelerates cognitive decline, muscle loss, and bone density reduction. Many men experience what feels like rapid aging, decreased physical strength, reduced sexual function, loss of mental sharpness, and diminished overall vitality. The blood sugar instability creates afternoon energy crashes that affect mood, motivation, and sexual desire. You feel tired, irritable, and less interested in activities that used to energize you. The cumulative effect is feeling significantly older than your chronological age while actually aging faster at the cellular level, a double assault on both lifespan and health span. The solution is simple but transformative. Replace processed cereals with nutrient-dense alternatives that support longevity rather than destroying it. Steel-cut oats with fresh berries and nuts provide sustained energy without blood sugar spikes. Eggs with vegetables offer high-quality protein and essential nutrients. Greek yogurt with fresh fruit provides beneficial probiotics that support healthy aging, while avocado toast on sprouted grain bread delivers healthy fats and fiber without inflammatory additives. The key is choosing whole, unprocessed foods that support rather than undermine your cellular health and metabolic function for maximum lifespan extension. Harold's story represents one of the most tragic examples of how well-intentioned health advice can backfire with devastating consequences for longevity. Harold was a 73-year-old retired mechanical engineer who had meticulously followed his doctor's cardiovascular health recommendations for over 20 years. He had completely eliminated butter from his diet, replacing it with margarine for everything, spreading it on toast, using it for cooking, even baking with it, believing wholeheartedly that he was making the heart-healthy choice his doctor had emphasized. "Dr. Walsh, I've been so incredibly careful about my cholesterol," Harold explained during his consultation, with genuine pride in his dedication. Not a stick of butter has entered my house in 20 years. No saturated fat whatsoever. I use margarine for everything, exactly following all the heart-healthy guidelines my cardiologist gave me. I thought I was protecting my cardiovascular system. But then Harold's expression changed to confusion and concern. Here's what I don't understand. My circulation seems to be getting progressively worse every single year. My hands and feet are always cold, even in warm weather. Simple cuts and scrapes take forever to heal. And, well, Harold hesitated, then continued quietly. There are bedroom issues that seem to be getting worse despite following all the health recommendations. Harold's comprehensive testing revealed the devastating truth. His arterial flexibility had declined dramatically. His blood vessels were becoming rigid and less functional. His inflammation markers were elevated to concerning levels, and his cardiovascular age testing showed his circulatory system was functioning like that of a man 15 years older. The heart-healthy margarine Harold had been consuming faithfully for 2 decades was quietly destroying his circulatory system and systematically shortening his lifespan. Here's the shocking scientific reality about margarine and vegetable spreads. Even products labeled trans fat-free contain damaged fats from the high heat processing required to create solid spreads from liquid oils. These processed fats are completely foreign to your body's cellular machinery. These damaged fats integrate directly into your cell membranes throughout your entire body, making them rigid and dysfunctional. When your cell membranes become rigid, they can't properly transport nutrients in or waste products out. This cellular damage accumulates silently over decades, affecting everything from brain function to heart health to sexual function. The omega-6 fatty acids concentrated in vegetable spreads promote inflammation when consumed in the excessive amounts found in processed foods. This creates a chronic inflammatory environment in your body that accelerates aging at the cellular level. The chemical processing used to create margarine and vegetable spreads produces compounds that interfere with your body's natural antioxidant systems. This oxidative stress damages your DNA, accelerates telomere shortening, and promotes the development of every major age-related disease. For elderly men, whose natural antioxidant production is already declining with age, margarine consumption creates a daily assault on cellular health that significantly reduces both lifespan and quality of life in remaining years. The circulation damage from these processed fats directly impacts sexual function and overall vitality in ways most men don't connect to their food choices. Poor arterial flexibility affects blood flow throughout your entire body, including to sexual organs, creating erectile dysfunction and reduced sensitivity that progressively worsens over time. The chronic inflammation accelerates age-related decline in all body systems simultaneously. Men often experience what feels like sudden aging, decreased energy levels, reduced muscle mass, loss of sexual desire, and diminished physical capacity as their circulatory system deteriorates. The cellular membrane damage affects hormone production and utilization throughout your endocrine system, further compromising masculine vitality and sexual health. The cumulative effect is premature aging that robs men of both years of life and quality of life in their remaining years. But there's hope, and the solution is surprisingly simple. Choose real, natural fats that support rather than destroy your cellular health. Replace margarine with real butter from grass-fed sources, which provides beneficial fatty acids and fat-soluble vitamins that actually support healthy aging. The saturated fats in real butter are essential for hormone production and cellular membrane health. Extra virgin olive oil offers monounsaturated fats and powerful antioxidants that protect against cardiovascular aging rather than promoting it. Avocado provides healthy fats that support cellular membrane flexibility and function. Coconut oil contains unique medium-chain fatty acids that support brain health and metabolic function, particularly important for men over 60. These natural fats support rather than undermine your cellular health, circulation, and longevity. The key is choosing minimally processed fats that your body recognizes and can utilize effectively for cellular repair and optimal function. Your cardiovascular system will begin responding to better fat choices within weeks, improving circulation, energy, and overall vitality. Robert's story is a perfect example of how the foods we think are protecting our health can actually be destroying the most critical organ for maintaining independence and quality of life as we age, our brain. Robert was a 71-year-old retired high school teacher who had always prided himself on making smart health choices. 3 to 4 years earlier, his doctor had recommended he eliminate regular soda to manage his weight and blood sugar levels. Robert took this advice seriously and completely switched to diet sodas and artificial sweeteners, consuming 3 to 4 diet sodas daily. "I gave up regular soda completely years ago," Robert told me with obvious pride during his consultation. "I stick to diet everything. No calories, no sugar, exactly what my doctor ordered for weight management and blood sugar control. I thought I was being so health conscious and protecting my body from sugar damage." But then Robert's expression became deeply concerned. "Here's what's really scaring me, Dr. Walsh. I'm having serious memory problems that seem to be getting worse every month. Names I've known for decades just disappear from my mind. My thinking feels constantly foggy, like I'm walking through mental molasses. I feel like my brain is aging much faster than my body, and it's terrifying." Robert continued. "My wife has started finishing my sentences because I can't remember common words. I've taught thousands of students over my career, and now I can't remember the names of colleagues I worked with for years. Is this just normal aging, or is something else happening?" Robert's comprehensive cognitive testing revealed significant decline compared to his baseline mental function from just 3 years earlier. The artificial sweeteners he thought were protecting his health were systematically destroying his brain function and accelerating neurological aging in ways that could dramatically shorten both his lifespan and his cognitive lifespan. Here's the terrifying scientific reality about artificial sweeteners. Compounds like aspartame, sucralose, and acesulfame potassium are neurotoxic chemicals that accumulate in brain tissue over time. Unlike natural substances that your body can process and eliminate, these artificial chemicals cross the blood-brain barrier and interfere with essential neurotransmitter function. When neurotransmitter function is compromised, it accelerates cognitive decline and brain aging in ways that are often irreversible. Your brain depends on precise chemical communications, and artificial sweeteners disrupt these critical pathways. Recent research reveals that artificial sweeteners systematically destroy the beneficial gut bacteria that produce compounds essential for brain health and longevity. The gut-brain connection is absolutely critical for healthy aging, and artificial sweeteners attack this vital communication pathway every time you consume them. These chemicals trigger inflammatory responses, specifically in brain tissue, promoting neurodegeneration and accelerating the development of dementia and cognitive decline. The artificial sweeteners create oxidative stress in neural tissue, literally damaging brain cells and reducing your cognitive reserve, your brain's ability to maintain function despite age-related changes. For elderly men whose brain function is already vulnerable to age-related decline, artificial sweeteners represent a daily assault on neurological health that significantly increases the risk of early cognitive impairment, dementia, and shortened lifespan. But the damage extends far beyond cognitive function. The neurological damage from artificial sweeteners affects sexual function through multiple interconnected pathways that most men never consider. Healthy brain function is absolutely essential for sexual desire, arousal, and performance, all of which suffer significantly when neurotransmitter function is compromised by toxic chemicals. Your brain controls sexual response, and when brain health declines, sexual health inevitably follows. The gut bacteria disruption affects hormone production and regulation throughout your entire endocrine system, further compromising sexual health and masculine vitality. Many men experience decreased libido, reduced sexual confidence, and performance anxiety as their neurological function declines from artificial sweetener consumption. The cognitive fog and memory problems create additional psychological stress that interferes with intimacy and relationships. When you can't think clearly or remember important details, it affects your confidence and connection with your partner. The cumulative effect is accelerated aging that affects both brain function and sexual vitality simultaneously, reducing quality of life significantly while shortening overall lifespan. The solution is straightforward, but requires commitment. Replace diet sodas with beverages that support rather than poison your nervous system. Sparkling water with fresh lemon or lime provides flavor and hydration without toxic chemicals. Herbal teas offer beneficial compounds that actually support brain health and cognitive function. Green tea provides powerful antioxidants that protect against neurological aging rather than promoting it. Fresh vegetable juices deliver nutrients that support optimal cognitive function and brain health. The key is choosing beverages that hydrate and nourish your brain rather than systematically poisoning your nervous system. Natural flavors and minimal processing support rather than undermine your neurological health and longevity. Frank's transformation represents one of the most dramatic examples I've witnessed of how a single food can reverse years of biological aging and extend healthy lifespan. Frank was a 78-year-old widower who came to me after his annual physical revealed deeply concerning trends that had his primary care physician discussing multiple medications. His inflammatory markers were elevated, his cognitive function testing showed concerning decline, and his cardiovascular markers indicated accelerated aging throughout his circulatory system. "Doc, I want to live to see my great-grandchildren grow up and really be present for them," Frank said with genuine determination during our first consultation. "I feel like I'm declining faster than I should be at 78. My energy is terrible, my thinking isn't as sharp as it used to be, and I feel like my body is giving up on me. Is there anything I can do naturally before we start talking about medications?" Frank was skeptical when I recommended he eat wild-caught salmon 3 times per week as a cornerstone of his longevity strategy. "Doctor, you're telling me that eating fish can address serious aging concerns that my regular doctor wants to treat with prescription drugs? That seems too simple to work." I explained to Frank that sometimes the most powerful interventions are the simplest ones, and that food could be far more powerful than medications for addressing the root causes of accelerated aging. 8 months later, Frank returned for follow-up testing, and the results were absolutely remarkable. His blood work had completely transformed. Inflammatory markers had dropped into optimal ranges, cognitive testing showed improvement rather than decline, and his cardiovascular markers indicated he had essentially reversed several years of biological aging. "Dr. Walsh, I feel like I discovered a time machine," Frank marveled during his follow-up visit. "My energy is back to levels I haven't felt in years. My thinking is clearer and sharper than it's been in a decade. Even my regular doctor can't believe my test results and wants to know what I'm doing differently. I feel like I turned back the biological clock." Frank had essentially reversed several years of biological aging through consistent wild-caught salmon consumption, proving that food truly can be the most powerful longevity medicine. Here's the scientific explanation for Frank's remarkable transformation. Wild-caught salmon contains the highest natural concentrations of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, compounds that directly protect against cellular aging and measurably extend lifespan through multiple mechanisms. These omega-3 fatty acids integrate into cell membranes throughout your entire body, improving cellular function and protecting against age-related damage at the most fundamental level. When your cell membranes function optimally, every organ system in your body performs better. The omega-3s in wild salmon have powerful anti-inflammatory properties that directly counteract the chronic inflammation underlying virtually every age-related disease. Chronic inflammation is the common pathway for heart disease, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, and accelerated aging, and omega-3s interrupt this destructive process. Most remarkably, omega-3 fatty acids protect telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that determine how fast your cells age. When telomeres are protected and maintained, you literally slow the aging process at the genetic level. Wild-caught salmon also provides astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that gives salmon its distinctive pink color. Astaxanthin protects against oxidative stress throughout your body and specifically supports cardiovascular health by protecting blood vessels from age-related damage. The high-quality protein in salmon supports muscle mass maintenance, which is absolutely critical for healthy aging and longevity. After age 60, men lose muscle mass rapidly unless they provide their bodies with optimal protein sources. The combination of anti-inflammatory omega-3s, protective antioxidants, and high-quality protein makes wild-caught salmon uniquely powerful for extending both lifespan and health span. Regular consumption can measurably slow biological aging and significantly reduce the risk of age-related diseases. The sexual health benefits are immediate and dramatic. The circulation improvements from salmon consumption directly enhance sexual function and vitality by improving blood vessel flexibility and function throughout your body, including to sexual organs. The anti-inflammatory effects protect against age-related decline in all body systems, including sexual function. Many men notice improved energy, physical stamina, and sexual confidence as their overall health improves from omega-3 consumption. The brain protective effects of omega-3s support the crucial neurological aspects of sexual function. Desire, arousal, and performance all benefit significantly from improved brain health and neurotransmitter function. The muscle protective effects help maintain the physical strength and stamina that support active sexuality well into advanced age. For optimal longevity benefits, consume wild-caught salmon 3-4 times per week. Choose Alaska salmon varieties like sockeye, king, or coho for the highest omega-3 content and cleanest sources. Bake, broil, or grill salmon using low to moderate heat to preserve the beneficial omega-3 compounds. Avoid farm-raised salmon, which contains inflammatory compounds and significantly lower omega-3 levels. Combine salmon with antioxidant-rich vegetables to enhance absorption of beneficial compounds. The goal is consistent, long-term consumption for cumulative anti-aging effects that compound over time. Michael's story perfectly demonstrates how a simple, natural food can prevent and even reverse age-related cognitive decline while extending healthy lifespan. Michael was a 74-year-old retired electrical engineer who lived in constant fear of developing dementia like his father had. His memory was noticeably declining. He was making more mental mistakes than ever before, and he felt his legendary mental sharpness disappearing month by month. "Doc, I'm genuinely scared that I'm heading down the same devastating path as my dad," Michael confessed during our consultation, his voice filled with anxiety. "My memory isn't what it used to be. I forget names of people I've known for decades. I lose track of conversations, and I feel like my brain is aging much too fast. My father lost his mind to dementia, and I can see the same signs starting in myself." Michael continued with growing concern. "I used to have a razor-sharp memory for technical details, numbers, and complex engineering problems. Now I struggle to remember where I put my keys or what I had for breakfast. I'm terrified that my mind is slipping away, and I don't want to burden my family like my father did." I recommended that Michael eat 1 full cup of fresh blueberries daily specifically to protect his cognitive function and slow brain aging. Michael was doubtful that something as simple as berries could address what seemed like serious brain aging concerns. "Doctor, you're telling me that eating berries can prevent dementia and cognitive decline? That seems almost too simple to believe. How can fruit address something as serious as brain aging?" I explained to Michael that blueberries contain some of the most powerful brain protective compounds found in nature, and that consistent consumption could dramatically slow and even reverse cognitive aging. 6 months later, Michael returned for cognitive retesting, and the results were extraordinary. His memory testing showed significant improvement across multiple domains, his processing speed had increased, and his overall cognitive function had actually improved rather than declined. I honestly can't believe that something so simple could work so dramatically, Michael said with amazement during his follow-up visit. My memory is sharper than it's been in years. I can remember technical details, names, and conversations clearly again. My thinking feels faster and clearer, and I genuinely feel mentally younger than I have in years. It's like my brain woke up from a fog. Michael's transformation demonstrates the remarkable power of targeted nutrition to protect and even restore brain function during aging. Here's the scientific explanation for Michael's cognitive improvement. Blueberries contain the highest natural concentrations of anthocyanins, powerful antioxidant compounds that specifically protect brain tissue from age-related damage and promote optimal cognitive function. These anthocyanins have a unique ability to cross the blood-brain barrier and accumulate in areas of the brain most responsible for memory formation, processing speed, and cognitive function. Once in the brain, they provide direct antioxidant protection to neurons. The anthocyanins in blueberries promote neuroplasticity, your brain's remarkable ability to form new neural connections throughout your entire life. This brain adaptability is absolutely crucial for maintaining cognitive function and preventing age-related mental decline. Blueberries also stimulate the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which promotes the growth of brand new brain cells and protects existing neurons from damage. This neurogenesis is essential for maintaining cognitive reserve as you age. Cognitive reserve is your brain's ability to maintain function despite age-related changes, and blueberries directly build and protect this reserve. The antioxidants in blueberries provide specific protection against oxidative stress in brain tissue, which is a major factor in cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases. Regular consumption can measurably slow brain aging and dramatically reduce the risk of dementia. Research shows that consistent blueberry consumption can improve memory formation, increase processing speed, enhance decision-making abilities, and protect against age-related cognitive decline. The sexual health benefits extend far beyond cognitive protection. Healthy brain function is absolutely essential for sexual desire, arousal, and performance, and the brain protective effects of blueberries directly support sexual function throughout aging. The circulation improvements from anthocyanins enhance blood flow throughout your entire body, including to sexual organs. Many men notice improved erectile function and enhanced sensitivity with regular blueberry consumption. The stress reduction benefits help counter the anxiety and performance concerns that often develop with aging. Better cognitive function supports sexual confidence and relationship intimacy by maintaining mental sharpness and emotional connection. The overall vitality boost from improved brain health translates into increased energy and motivation for all aspects of life, including sexuality and physical activity. For optimal brain protection and longevity benefits, eat 1 cup of fresh blueberries daily. Fresh berries provide maximum anthocyanin content, though frozen blueberries retain most of their beneficial compounds. Add blueberries to morning oatmeal, Greek yogurt, or smoothies. Eat them as snacks throughout the day or incorporate them into meals for consistent brain protection. Choose organic blueberries when possible to avoid pesticide residues that could counteract the brain benefits. The key is consistent daily consumption for cumulative cognitive protection and brain aging prevention. Paul's transformation represents one of the most comprehensive examples of how a single food can address multiple aging processes simultaneously and dramatically extend healthy lifespan. Paul was a 76-year-old retired high school football coach who struggled with multiple age-related health issues that seemed to be progressing faster each year. His joints were constantly inflamed and painful, his circulation was poor, and his energy levels had declined dramatically. His doctors were managing his various conditions with multiple medications, but Paul felt like he was fighting a losing battle against the aging process. "Doc, I feel like my body is breaking down faster than I can fix it," Paul explained during our consultation, frustration evident in his voice. "Every year brings new problems, more joint pain, worse circulation, less energy, and just an overall feeling that my body is giving up on me." My doctors keep adding more medications, but I don't feel any better. Is there anything that can actually slow this whole aging process down rather than just managing the symptoms? Paul had always been active and strong, but he was watching his physical capabilities diminish month by month. I used to coach these kids and keep up with them on the field. Now I struggle to walk upstairs without getting winded. I feel like I'm aging in dog years while other guys my age seem to be doing fine. I recommended that Paul consume 2 to 3 tablespoons of high-quality extra virgin olive oil daily as a cornerstone of his anti-aging strategy. Paul was skeptical that something as simple as olive oil could address the multiple aging issues he was experiencing. Doctor, you're telling me that olive oil can slow down aging and help with joint pain, circulation, and energy? That seems too simple for such complex problems. 4 months later, Paul returned for follow-up testing and evaluation, and the results were absolutely remarkable. His inflammatory markers had dropped significantly across all categories, his circulation measurements had improved dramatically, and his energy levels had returned to levels he hadn't experienced in years. Dr. Walsh, it's like I discovered the fountain of youth in my kitchen, Paul marveled during his follow-up visit. My joint pain is almost completely gone. I can move like I did 10 years ago. My circulation has improved so much that my hands and feet stay warm even in cold weather. My energy is back to the point where I'm thinking about volunteering to help coach again. I feel like I turned back the clock on aging itself. Paul's transformation demonstrates the remarkable power of high-quality extra virgin olive oil to address aging at the cellular level. Here's the scientific explanation for Paul's comprehensive improvement. Extra virgin olive oil contains powerful polyphenols and oleic acid that protect against cellular aging and measurably extend lifespan through multiple interconnected mechanisms. The polyphenols in olive oil act as potent antioxidants throughout your entire body, protecting DNA from oxidative damage and preserving telomere length. When your DNA and telomeres are protected, cellular aging slows dramatically. Oleic acid, the primary fatty acid in extra virgin olive oil, integrates into cell membranes throughout your body, improving cellular function and protecting against age-related deterioration. This cellular protection extends to every organ system, including brain, heart, joints, and sexual organs. The anti-inflammatory compounds in olive oil specifically target chronic inflammation, the underlying cause of virtually all age-related diseases and accelerated aging. Regular consumption can measurably reduce inflammatory markers throughout your body and slow biological aging processes. The famous Mediterranean diet research shows that olive oil consumption is directly associated with significantly increased lifespan and dramatically reduced risk of age-related diseases. The cellular protective effects of high-quality olive oil literally slow aging at the molecular level while supporting optimal function of all body systems. The sexual health benefits are immediate and substantial. The circulation improvements from olive oil consumption enhance sexual function through improved blood vessel health and flexibility throughout your cardiovascular system. The anti-inflammatory effects protect against age-related decline in sexual organs and function. The cellular protection extends to hormone-producing tissues, supporting healthy testosterone production and sexual vitality. Many men notice improved energy and sexual stamina with regular olive oil consumption as their overall cellular health improves. The cardiovascular benefits support the healthy circulation necessary for optimal erectile function. The overall cellular protection helps maintain sexual health and function well into advanced age, supporting both physical performance and sexual confidence. For optimal longevity benefits, consume 2 to 3 tablespoons of high-quality extra virgin olive oil daily. Use it for cooking at low to moderate temperatures in salad dressings or drizzled over cooked vegetables. Choose cold-pressed, unfiltered olive oil sold in dark glass bottles for maximum polyphenol content and freshness. Avoid heating olive oil to high temperatures, which damages the beneficial compounds. Store olive oil in a cool, dark place to preserve its beneficial properties. The key is consistent daily consumption as part of an overall anti-aging nutrition strategy. Quality matters significantly. Choose the highest quality olive oil you can afford for maximum health and longevity benefits. Gentlemen, what we've discovered together today isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding genuine vitality, energy, and purpose to your years. You now understand with crystal clarity that your daily food choices are literally determining whether you'll thrive with remarkable health into your 90s or experience rapid decline and early death after 80. The difference between aging gracefully with sustained vitality, mental sharpness, and sexual health versus experiencing premature decline comes down to what you choose to put on your plate every single day. You have far more control over your aging process than you ever realized. This isn't about complicated medical interventions, expensive treatments, or hoping for medical breakthroughs. This is about making informed, strategic decisions in your kitchen that could add a decade or more of healthy, vibrant, active life starting immediately. Your longevity is largely in your control, and it starts with understanding which foods are your powerful allies in the fight against aging and which foods are your hidden enemies, accelerating your decline. Let's recap the life-changing information we've covered today, because understanding these food categories could literally determine how many healthy years you have remaining. The 3 foods that are secretly shortening your lifespan work by attacking your body's aging defense systems from different angles. Processed breakfast cereals create chronic inflammation and insulin resistance that accelerate aging at the cellular level, literally aging you faster with every bowl. Margarine and vegetable spreads systematically damage your circulatory system and promote cardiovascular aging, affecting everything from brain function to sexual health. Diet sodas and artificial sweeteners act as neurotoxins that poison your brain and accelerate cognitive decline, stealing your mental sharpness and independence. These aren't random health recommendations I'm giving you. These are strategic, science-based insights about how specific food compounds directly affect cellular aging, inflammation, and longevity. Every time you consume these aging accelerators, you're choosing decline over vitality. On the other side, the 3 longevity-extending foods work synergistically to protect and restore your body's natural aging defense systems. Wild-caught salmon provides omega-3 fatty acids that literally slow aging at the genetic level by protecting your telomeres and reducing inflammation throughout your body. Blueberries contain brain-protective compounds that prevent cognitive decline and support mental sharpness well into advanced age. Extra virgin olive oil offers comprehensive cellular protection that extends lifespan while maintaining vitality, energy, and sexual function. These foods aren't just nutritious. They're strategic choices based on decades of research into how specific compounds affect cellular aging, inflammation, and longevity. Your kitchen can become your personal anti-aging pharmacy, and your daily food choices can become the foundation of a long, healthy, vibrant life that extends far beyond what you thought possible. Here's your longevity challenge, and I want you to start tomorrow morning. Not next week, not next month, but tomorrow. Eliminate 1 lifespan-shortening food and add 1 life-extending food to your daily routine. Replace that aging-accelerating morning cereal with wild-caught salmon and vegetables for a breakfast that protects rather than destroys your longevity. Swap that circulation-damaging margarine for extra virgin olive oil that supports cellular health. Trade those brain-poisoning diet sodas for blueberry-infused water that protects your cognitive function. Make 1 strategic change at a time, rather than trying to overhaul everything immediately. Your body will respond to better nutrition faster than you expect, often within just days. Within weeks, you should notice significant improvements in energy levels, mental clarity, and overall vitality. These are the early signs that you're aging slower and extending your healthy lifespan. Trust in your body's remarkable ability to heal, protect, and restore itself when given the right nutritional support and protection from aging accelerators. If this information has opened your eyes to how profoundly your food choices affect your longevity, I need you to share this video with people in your life who want to live longer, healthier lives. Your friends, family members, and neighbors deserve to know this life-saving information. Drop a comment below and let me know. Which lifespan-shortening food surprised you the most? Which longevity-extending food will you start eating this week? Your engagement helps me understand what information is most valuable and helps this reach more men who desperately need it. Remember this fundamental truth. Every single meal is an opportunity to choose longevity over premature aging, vitality over decline, and healthy years over just surviving. Your remaining years can absolutely be your best years, stronger, more energetic, mentally sharper, and sexually healthier than you are today. It all starts with the foods you choose to put on your plate, beginning with your very next meal. Your longevity is in your hands, and now you have the knowledge to use that power wisely. The choice is yours. Choose life. Choose vitality. Choose longevity.